source of all Vedic literature, last contribution of Srila Vyasadeva. চারি বেদ উপনিষদে যত কিছু হয় তার অর্থ হলো यहाँ ব্যাস করিল সঞ্চয়। ব্যাস, after compiling for Vedas or Upanishads, Puranas, Itihas, Puranas, at last he compiled this Srimad Bhagavatam, taking all the essences from all the Vedas, all Upanishads, all Puranas. Krishna Bhakti Rasa Swarup Sri Bhagavata. Sri Bhagavata is Krishna Bhakti Rasa, is the male of Krishna Bhakti. Tate Veda Shastra hite Parama Mahatva. So it is the essence of all Veda Shastras, superior, everything. Bhagavata Shastra se Bhaktir Tattva koi, tei Bhagavata sama kon Shastra noi. In Bhagavata Shastra, the Prem Bhakti Tattva has been said. Therefore, no scripture is as good as Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavata Tulasi Gangaya Bhakta Jani Chaturdha Vigraha Krishna Ichari Sane. In this material world, you'll find four manifestations of Bhagavata, that is, manifestation of Krishna, that is Bhagavata, Tulasi, Ganga, and Bhakta. These are four manifestations of Krishna here in this material world. Krishna Tulya Bhagavato Vibhu Sarvasroy. Prati shloke, prati akhyari, nana artha. Bhagavata is as good as Krishna. As we take shelter of Krishna, similarly we also take shelter of Bhagavata. In every verse, even in every word, in every letter, many, many meanings are there. Nitya Bhagavata Sevaya is daily activity. Ja Bhagavata Pada Vaishnava Rasthane, Ekanta Asraya Karo Chaitanya Charane. Go and approach a Bhakta Bhagavata to study and hear Bhagavata from him and completely take shelter of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives Prem Bhakti, through which one can understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhaktya Bhagavatam Grajyam na buddhya na satikaya. Only through bhakti one can understand Bhagavata. One cannot understand Bhagavata by dint of his scholarship, his merit, his intelligence, or taking help of the commentaries given by many commentators like Sridhar Swami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Madhacharya, Jiva Goswami, etc. Only by bhakti. Therefore, one should develop Shuddha Bhakti, pure bhakti, to understand Bhagavata, and on the other hand also. Jasyang Vaishriyamana yang Krishni Paramapurushi Bhakti Rutpadyati Punsa Sukamoho Bhayapaha. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the right source, one can very easily develop bhakti. Thereby, he can understand Bhagavatam. Those who say that I know Bhagavata, Bhagavata is written in Sanskrit, many commentaries are there, it's written in Sanskrit, I am a Sanskrit scholar, so I can read it and understand it. He says, no, Bhagavata budhi heno jar ache gyan, sena jane kabhu Bhagavater praman. Bhagavate achintya Ishwara buddhi jar, se jano e Bhagavata artha bhakti sar. Therefore, in Chaitanya Bhagavata, this has been said. One who says that he knows Bhagavata, he can understand Bhagavata, he doesn't know Bhagavata. Je jane, se na jane, kabhu Bhagavater praman. He doesn't know it. Bhagavate achintya Ishwara buddhi jar, se jano e Bhagavata artha bhakti sar. One who knows Srimad Bhagavatam is not different from Supreme Lord Krishna, and it's only to be understood through bhakti, he knows Bhagavata. Nobody knows. This is Bhagavata je namane se javana sama, tar shastra se janme janme prabhupada. Doesn't accept Bhagavata, doesn't accept the teachings, siddhantas, conclusions given in Srimad Bhagavatam, Mletsa and Javan, is to be punished by Jamaraj life after life. So, we accept Bhagavata and we go and approach a bona fide Bhakta Bhagavata to hear Bhagavata, to understand Bhagavata, and cultivate the teachings of Bhagavata daily life. Tajjasanad asu apavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhakti anukramisati. Josanat is not passive listening. One should understand it in tattva and cultivate in one's life. Tajjasanat. Then asu apavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhakti anukramisati. Then very easily he will tread this path of bhakti and gradual development of Shraddha, Rati, Bhakti. This is the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now we'll come to the text. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 19, text 36. Annatha te abhyakta gatir darsanang na katham nrinam nitarang mriyamananam sansidhasya vaniyasa. Annatha te abhyakta gatir darsanam na katham nrinam nitarang mriyamananam sansidhasya vaniyasa. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Otherwise, without being inspired by Lord Krishna, how is it that you have voluntarily appeared here, though you are moving incognito to the common man and are not visible to us who are on the verge of death? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The great says Sukadeva Goswami was certainly inspired by Lord Krishna to appear voluntarily before Maharaj Parikshit, the great devotee of the Lord, just to give him the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. One can achieve the nucleus of the devotional service of the Lord by the mercy of the spiritual master and the personality of Godhead. The spiritual master is the manifested representative of the Lord to help one achieve ultimate success. One who is not authorized by the Lord cannot become spiritual master. Srila Sukadeva Goswami is an authorized spiritual master, and thus he was inspired by the Lord to appear before Maharaj Parikshit and instruct him in the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. One can achieve the ultimate success of going back to Godhead if he is favored by the Lord sending his true representative. As soon as a true representative of the Lord is made by a devotee of the Lord, the devotee is assured of guarantee for going back to Godhead just after leaving the present body. This, however, depends on the sincerity of the devotee himself. The Lord is seated in the heart of all living beings, and thus he knows very well the movements of all individual persons. As soon as the Lord finds that a particular soul is very eager to go back to Godhead, the Lord at once sends his bona fide representative. The sincere devotee is thus assured by the Lord of going back to Godhead. The conclusion is that to get the assistance and help of a bona fide spiritual master means to receive the direct help of the Lord himself. Annatha te abhyakta gatir darsanam na katham nrinam nitarang mriyamananam sansidhasya vaniyasa. Parikshit Maharaj says to Sukadeva Goswami, otherwise, without being inspired by Lord Krishna, how is it that you have voluntarily appeared here, though you are moving incognito to the common man and are not visible to us who are on the verge of death? This is by the inspiration of Lord Krishna, Sukadeva Goswami appeared before Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit Maharaj says, in purport Srila Prabhupada, spiritual master, says that thing. One who is not authorized by the Lord cannot become a spiritual master. Srila Sukadeva Goswami is an authorized spiritual master. And thus he was inspired by the Lord to appear before Maharaj Parikshit and instruct him in the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj Parikshit was a great devotee of the Lord. At the same time, he was the ruler, emperor of the whole world. But he was cursed by a brahmachari that he would die within 7 days. Great serpent Takshaka would come, bite him and would die. Thereby he could understand, he could know that he had only 7 days of time. Life will be finished. So he gave up everything. He gave up his whole empire, kingdom, gave up his all opulences, gave up everything. He had everything in this material world. So it's a great emperor. And went to the bank of Ganges, sat down there. During his administration or rule, all were happy and leading a very peaceful life because he was a great devotee. He was carrying out this administration work according to the principles of Dharma, Bhagavad Dharma, teachings of Lord Krishna. So all were happy. When such a king or emperor left kingdom, left administration, so Devarsis, Brahmarshis, Maharshis, sages, saints, all came down there. Because they thought of, if such an emperor, such a ruler will give up administration, then there will be great disturbances. You understand? Demoniac persons will raise their heads, create so many disturbances. There cannot be happiness and prosperity and peace at all. The saints and sages, they were doing their bhajan, kirtan, without disturbances. Now there are disturbances. So they all came. And Parikshit Maharaj asked them one question. I have only 7 days' time. What is my duty now? What shall I do to achieve the supreme perfection of human life? To achieve the supreme perfection of human life. He became very, very open, doing impatient, very eager to know what is my duty. How can I achieve that supreme perfection? What is that supreme perfection? To get Krishna. Do you understand? To get Krishna. That is the supreme perfection of life. How Krishna would be gotten? How Krishna would be approached? Only by bhakti. Only by pure bhakti, Krishna will be approached, gotten. No other way is there. Do you understand? That means, how can I get or receive that highest gain? That means, how can I get that highest benediction through which I will offer loving services unto that Supreme Lord. Do you understand? Then other words we may put in this way. He became very open doing, very eager, impatient, because no time was there. Only 7 days' time. Do you understand? So many saints and sages were present there. They gave many directions. Some say you may do such type of yajna. Some say you do such penance, brata, take such bhav, give some charity, do this work or that work. So that sadhana or this sadhana, many things they say. But nothing was decided. So at last, Sukadeva Goswami came. So that question was also put to Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami said, you hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And anonymously, it was accepted. Yes, that's correct. Only by hearing, just yang Vaishruyamana yang Krishna Paramapurushi Bhakti Rutpati Punsa Soka Moho Vayapa. Only by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from the bona fide source, bona fide authority, one can develop Krishna Bhakti very easily. Thereby you'll get Krishna and achieve the highest perfection of his life. That's the only means. So, here, Parikshit Maharaj said that it's Krishna who inspired Sukadeva Goswami to come here. Parikshit Maharaj is Guru, who will now teach, instruct Parikshit Maharaj about this Bhakti Tattva, would give him this teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is Guru Tattva here spoken. How can one get bona fide Guru? You understand? Unless Krishna inspires. You understand? This is said. But the Maharaj says that thing. Krishna inspired you. You are moving incognito. Nobody knows you. But Krishna inspires you. Therefore you are visible now. You came here. You understand? This is Krishna's inspiration. So you'll find also in Chaitanya Charitamrita and other Shastras also. Brahmanda Brahmite kon bhagyavana jiva Guru Krishna krupate pai bhakti lata bija. Isn't it? That is stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita and other scriptures. Prema Vivarta by Jagadananda Pandit also you'll find. All the Mahajanas, Acharyas, they have said this thing. Brahmanda Brahmite kon bhagyavana jiva Guru Krishna prasade pai bhakti lata bija. Tate Krishna bhaje kore Guru sevan Maya dala chute paye Sri Krishna charana. After wandering lakhs of universes, Brahmanda Brahmite kon bhagyavan. If someone is fortunate, he gets this seed of Bhakti Lata bija, Bhakti as a creeper. He gets the seed of that Bhakti Lata by Guru Krishna Prasad. Do you understand, Mr. God? Guru Krishna Prasad means mercy. Mercy of Guru, mercy of Krishna. By mercy of Guru and Krishna, he gets the seed of Bhakti Lata. Tate Krishna bhaje kore Guru sevan Maya dala chute paye Sri Krishna charan. Then by the instruction of Guru, under the guidance of Guru, he does Krishna bhajan. He serves Guru, pleases him, gets his mercy, under his guidance, he does Krishna bhajan. Thereby, he becomes free from the clutches of Maya and gets the lotus feet of Krishna. That is the supreme perfection of life. And one who gets. Janana maranadi sansaranalo santapto diptasira jolorasimiva. Upahara pani sutyam brahmanishtam gurung upasrutya tamanusarasi. Shastra says this thing. Who gets? Who gets such a bona fide representative of Krishna? That means Guru. Before whom this bona fide representative of Krishna appears. Do you understand? Here it says, Sukadeva Goswami is moving incognito. Nobody knows it. But he appeared before now. Parikshit Maharaj. You understand? Parikshit Maharaj was very eager. He was crying in his heart. Because I have only 7 days time. My life is now going to finish. How can I get the highest benediction, that is supreme personality of God, approach Krishna, lotus feet, and render loving service, and become so eager. He was crying in his heart. Do you understand? That is the condition. Unless one cries in his heart for this, he cannot get the mercy of Krishna. So Krishna will never inspire his bona fide representative to appear before that person unless he cries. Do you understand, Mr. God? This is the question, most important. So it says, Janana Maranadi, Sansarana Santapto, Dipta Sira, Jalarasimiva, Upahara Pani Satyam Brahmanishtam Gurung Pasutya Tamanusarati. When fire will catch your head, what will you do? Fire will catch your head. Your head is now burning. What will you do? Huh? You roll on the ground? Nonsense. Your head is burning. Cry out, water. Where is water? Because water will extinguish this fire. Isn't it, Mr. God? Dull-headed fellow. What is required to extinguish the fire? Isn't it? Then cry, shout, and run hither and thither, impatiently, hurriedly. Where is water? Where is water? Isn't it? You cannot sit silently. Can you? Because your head is burning. Isn't it? Such is the condition. Sansar janana maranadi sansaranala santapto dipta sira jalarasimiva. That is said. When someone becomes, what you say, someone feels, he is as if in a frying pan. In a frying pan. Do you understand? It's burning. So he cannot sit silently. He must run hither and thither. Where is that water that will extinguish of this burning fire? We every day sing in Grubhastaka. What is that? Sansara dava nalalidha loka pranaya karunya ghana ghanastum praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya bandi guru sri saranaravinda. Are you not chanting every day? Do you understand? First we chant this. Sansara dava nalalidha loka. Do you understand? Davanal means forest fire. Do you understand? Nobody puts fire there. Sets fire in forest. Do you understand? But the fire generates there. The whole forest becomes burnt. The living entities there, trees, creepers, everything, they're burning. If you telephone this, what is a fire brigade, station, a fire, then that van will come. If they pour water, can they extinguish that fire? Can they extinguish? Forest fire? No. They cannot extinguish that forest fire. Hey, what happens to you? Come up here. Lazy fellow. Sit here. Huh? Isn't it? How that fire will be extinguished? Huh? Tell me. Forest fire. Huh? Davanala. Huh? How that fire will be extinguished? Huh? What are you saying? Are you here or somewhere else in dreamland? Dreaming? You're not hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Mr. God, can you say how that forest fire will be extinguished?
When it burns out all the material that's there to be burned.
What are you saying? Are you in true consciousness? Nonsense. Indradev, if Indradev will pour in seasoned rains, do you understand? Then that forest power will be extinguished. No other way is there. Isn't it? Similarly, Janana Marnadi Sansara Nalasantatto Dipta Sira Dalarasimiva. When you are burning here, huh? Do you understand? This sansara, the material world, burning, affected, you are as if in the frying pan. Do you understand? But at that fire, Adhyatmika, Adhidaivika, Adhibhautika. 3 types of tapas are there. Do you understand? You are not burnt. You are not burning. Do you understand? How is this is known? Sansara Davanala. Sansara Davanala. This sansara, the material world, is like Davanala, like forest fire. All are burning here. Out of 3 tapas. Do you understand? How? This fire will be extinguished. Huh? By the showering of the mercy of spiritual master, Guru Krishna Kripa. Do you understand? By the showering of the mercy of spiritual master, then this fire will extinguish. No other way. Therefore says, Janana Maranadi Sansara Nala Santapto Dipta Sira Jalarasimiva Upahara Pani Sutrium Brahmanista Guru Pasvita Tamanusarati. Such a person who feels that I am burning now, how this fire will be extinguished? Where is that? Water. That's Kripa Bari. Do you understand? That's Kripa. That's the mercy of Guru. Do you understand? That is like water, incessant shower. That will only extinguish. So, he'll run hither and thither. Where is that Guru? Sutriyam Brahmanishtam Guru Pasrutyatam Anusarati. He cries in the heart and prays to the Lord. Do you understand? Krishna. Do you understand? Krishna is there in our heart as Paramatma. He knows now Mr. God is crying. Isn't it? Mr. God is not crying now. How to extinguish this blazing fire. So he inspires his bona fide representative. He will appear. Do you understand? Then he will guide that mercy of that bona fide representative Guru. Then this first fire will be extinguished. Sansara dava naralidhalo. Sranayo karunya ghanaganastum. Praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya. Bandi Guru Sri Charnarvindam. Isn't it? You think? What is the meaning? What is its meaning? Say.
We were burning at the blazing forest fire material existence, the only way that it could be extinguished is
That mercy. Do you understand? The mercy is like raining, incessant rain. Do you understand? And you must pray for it. He has come down from the kingdom of God. Do you understand? Carrying what? Karunya ghana ghanastum praptasya kalyana gunarnava. Arnava means sea, ocean. Do you understand? Ocean. He has come down here with the ocean. What ocean? Ocean of mercy. Do you understand? Ocean of mercy. Krishna is known as ocean of mercy. Kripa Sindhu. Do you understand? He is ocean of mercy, Kripa Sindhu, Krishna. Huh? If you go and approach Krishna, oh Krishna, you are ocean of mercy, Kripa Sindhu, please give a drop from that ocean. Huh? Then this forest fire will be extinguished. Huh? What Krishna will tell you, do you understand? Do you know? What Krishna will tell you, Mr. God? What will he tell you? If you approach Krishna, oh Krishna, you are ocean of mercy. Huh? Please give just a drop from that ocean. What Krishna will tell you, do you know? Huh? Krishna says, you are such a fool, Mr. God. The ocean is not with me now. Do you understand? That ocean is not with me now. I have sent my bona fide representative, my dear devotee, there in this material world with that ocean. He has taken that ocean. Do you understand? Go and approach him. Why are you coming to me? Such a fool. He is distributing his offering. Why don't you approach him and get that mercy? Do you understand? That is Krishna Kripa. Do you understand? That is Krishna Kripa. That we say, Brahmanda Brahmite kon bhagyavana jiva Guru Krishna Kripa prasad pai bhakti lata bija. What is Krishna prasad? What is Guru prasad? Yes, Baladev Prabhu. Huh? What is Krishna prasad? What is Guru prasad? Krishna prasad means that what I say. Krishna empowers one of his dear devotees. Do you understand? Intimate, very dear devotees. He empowers him. Do you understand? And gives him that ocean of mercy to him. Do you understand? And inspires him to come here. Do you understand? And distribute that mercy. That is Krishna Prasad. Do you understand? That is Krishna Prasad. Do you understand, Baladev Prabhu? Huh? Then, what is Guru Prasad? The mercy of Guru. Mercy of Guru means he pours this seed of Bhakti Lata in such aspirant devotee who is crying for it, who is in dire need of it. Do you understand me? That is Guru Prasad. That is Guru Prasad. Therefore we say, Guru Krishna Prasad pai bhakti lata bija. Do you understand? This is two things. Dependent, interdependent is not one thing. Krishna Prasad, then Guru Prasad. Krishna Prasad Guru mere, Guru Prasad Krishna mere. By the mercy of Krishna, you will get a bona fide Guru or meet. Do you understand? Krishna will inspire you. Then by the mercy of Guru, you will get Krishna. This is interdependent. জীবনিত্য কৃষ্ণদাস তাহা ভুলি গেল, এই তো সে মায়া তারে গলায় বান্ধিল। কৃষ্ণ বলি সেই জীবনাদি বহির্মুখ, অতএব মায়া তারে দেও সংসারাদি দুঃখ। Do you understand? Why a jiva, a living entity, has been suffering here? Why a living entity has been suffering here? Forgetting fullness of Krishna. He has forgotten Krishna. এই দোষে মায়া তারে গলায় বাঁধিল. He has been bound up by Maya because he has forgotten Krishna. Krishna বলি সেই জীবন আদি বহির্মুখ, অতএব মায়া তারে দেও সংসারাদি দুঃখ. From time immemorial, anadi, whose beginning when you cannot trace out. Isn't it? Anadi. Anadi means what? Without beginning. You can trace out its beginning. Acharyas have said that. When you forget Krishna, you cannot trace out. It cannot be traced out. Huh? If you trace out, yes, he forgets Krishna in that time, in that place. Then you trace out the beginning. How will it be Anadi? Huh? It cannot be Anadi. As you say, Anadi Radiri Govinda Sarva Karanam Karanam Brahma Samhita. That Ishvara Paramakrishna Sajidananda Vigraha Anadi Radiri Govinda Sarva Karanam Karanam. Krishna, Sajidananda Vigraha Krishna, is Parameswara, is Supreme Ishvara. He is Anadi. He has no beginning. Huh? Isn't it? Has he beginning? He is Anadi, but he is the beginning of everything. Adi, Sarva Adi. Isn't it? He is the beginning of everything. Everything emanates from him. Isn't it? So, Sarva Adi, but he is Anadi. He is Govinda, cause of all causes. Sarva Karana Karana. Huh? Similarly, Anadi Bahirmukha. Krishna Boli says, Jiva Anadi Bahirmukha. The Jiva, living entity, has forgotten Krishna from time immemorial. One cannot trace out the beginning. Isn't it? Therefore, Maya inflicts this punishment, material punishment, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, on him. Krishna Bahirmukha yaha bhogavancha kore, nikotastha Maya tar japatiya dhare. When living entity, Jiva, wants to enjoy, lord it over this material world and enjoy. Do you understand? Maya. Then that Maya captures him. Do you understand? Maya captures him. Pisachi paile jana mati channa hoy, Maya grasta jiver hoy, se channa, se bhava uday. Maya is a witch, Pisachi. Isn't it? Maya is witch, ugly witch. Isn't it, Mr. God? But that ugly witch is enchanting you. Isn't it? Huh? Are you being enchanted by that ugly witch? Huh? Mr. God? Isn't it? That ugly witch. She has no beauty at all. Ugly Pisachi. Pisachi, a witch. You understand? But that ugly witch is enchanting you. Huh? But Krishna is enchanting everybody. It's all attraction. All beautiful. Do you understand? Krishna. Do you understand? All attractive. Are you not attracted towards Krishna? You say you are attracted towards Maya, the ugly witch. Huh? To whom are you attracted? Are you attracted to Krishna or attracted to Maya? Huh? Krishna, not Maya? Maya is not enchanting you? She tries to enchant you, but you are not attracted. Are you kicking her? Kicking? Get out, this witch. Are you kicking? Huh? You should kick her. Then that says, Pisachi paile jana mati channa hoy, Maya grasta jivar hoy se bhava uday. That Pisachi has hunted you. Do you understand? So you have forgotten your own swarup, isn't it? Huh? What is your own swarup? Your own identity. Jiver swarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. Huh? The real identity of Jiva is eternal servant of Krishna, but you have forgotten it. Isn't it? Because you are captured by Maya. Maya has entered into you. That which has entered, has hunted you. As a ghost, do you understand? Enters into somebody. Ghost or witch. Do you understand? Then a person who is hunted by ghost, what he says? he makes some delirium, speaks at random here and there something. Do you understand? If someone will ask, who are you? Oh, I am that ghost staying in that tree. Do you understand? That ghost has entered. Who are you? I am that. I was staying in that tree. That ghost has entered. The ghost is speaking. You are not speaking. Similarly, the Maya, which enters into you, captures you, the Maya speaks. You are not speaking. As a Krishna Das. Are you speaking like that, Krishna Das? Servant of Krishna? Huh? Yes. Huh? You can't understand me? When Maya enters you, that ugly witch enters into you, captures you, you forget your real identity. What do you say? At that time, do you say that I am servant of Krishna? No. You never say. Maya speaks through you. Maya prompts you. Oh, I am enjoyer. I am master. I am proprietor. Isn't it? You say like that. You never say I am servant. You say I am master. Isn't it? Because you have been hunted by that witch. If that witch will get out of you, then you'll say, I am your servant, O Krishna. Isn't it? That is what. পিশাচি পাইলে যেন মতি ছন্ন হয় মায়াগ্রস্ত জীবের হয় সে ভাব উদয় আমি নিত্য কৃষ্ণদাস এই কথা ভুলে মায়ার নফর হইয়া চিরদিন বলে Now he becomes the servant of Maya, isn't it? Captured by Maya, wants to enjoy Maya. He becomes servant of Maya and he forgets that I am servant of Krishna. He forgets that thing. So as a result, he wanders in lakhs and lakhs of universes. Kabhu Raja, Kabhu Praja, Kabhu Viprasudra, Kabhu Sukhi, Kabhu Dukhi, Kabhu Kita Khudra, Kabhu Sarge, Kabhu Martye, Narake Va Kabhu, Kabhu Deva, Kabhu Daitya, Kabhu Dasa Prabhu, Brahmanda Brahmite, Kyun Bhagyavan Jivo, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata. Do you understand? When Jiva becomes captured by Maya, forgets that he is eternal servant of Krishna, then he wanders in lakhs and lakhs of Brahmandas, universes. Sometimes he becomes king, sometimes citizen, sometimes Vipra, sometimes Sudra, sometimes happy, sometimes miserable Dukhi, sometimes becomes tiny insect or worm, sometimes is elevated to Swarga, heavenly planet, becomes a demigod, sometimes comes here in this material world, Martya, sometimes goes to Narka, hell, sometimes becomes demigod, sometimes becomes a demon, sometimes become master, sometimes become lakhs of universes. Wandering, Brahmanda Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jivo, Guru Krishna Krupate Pai Bhakti Lata. If someone is Bhagyavan, fortunate, after wandering in lakhs of this Brahmanda's universes, he gets that seed of Bhakti Kripa. Do you understand? By Guru Krishna Krupa. Do you understand? Bhagyavan, fortunate. Why it is said that he is fortunate? Malabhadra Prabhu. Yes. Huh? Continuous wandering. Now his wandering will stop, isn't it? The pollution in the revolving in the cycle of birth and death will be stopped now when he gets this seed of bhakti creeper. Do you understand? That is the fortune. Do you understand? That is the highest fortune. Here in material world, someone thinks himself fortunate when he gets some material gain, isn't it? When someone meets here the president of USA, George Bush, he said, "Oh, I'm very fortunate. I met the president today." Isn't it? I met president today. I'm so fortunate. Huh? And president grants me this thing. Yes, this scholarship is granted to you, or this position is granted to you. So he thinks himself very fortunate, isn't it? But here it says, Brahmana Ramite kon bhagyavan jiva. A fortunate jiva. What sort of fortune it is? By meeting the president of USA is fortune, or meeting Guru is fortune, or the real fortune. Meeting Guru. Bona fide representative of Krishna. Because up till now, he was what? Servant of Maya. Isn't it? He was servant of Maya. Now he'll become servant of Krishna. Isn't it? That is the fortune. Up till now, he was servant of Maya. He was serving Maya, or getting the severe losses from Maya, and was suffering. Isn't it? But now when he meets bona fide representative of Krishna, that is Guru, now he'll become the servant of Krishna. Do you understand? His wandering will now stop. He will now render loving service unto the lotus feet of Krishna, will be established in his constitutional position as a servant of Krishna. Do you understand? That is the highest fortune. Do you understand? He was suffering. Now his suffering is finished. He was in miserable condition. Now he will be in pleasurable condition. Do you understand? He was unhappy. Now he will become happy. Isn't it? He was unhappy, now he will become happy. So one who makes an unhappy person happy is Guru. He is Guru. Do you understand? So many lives, lots and lots of lives, he was unhappy. Now he will become happy. Do you understand? By meeting whom, getting the seed of bhakti creeper, he will become happy. Therefore it says, Bhagyavan jiva. Guru Krishna prasade paay bhakti lata bija. Tate Krishna bhaje kare. Guru ra sevan maya jala chute paay Krishna charana. Then now he will serve the lotus feet of Guru. Then do Krishna bhajan. Do you understand? Under the guidance of Guru. So he will be free from the clutches of Maya and approach the lotus feet of Krishna. This is the fortune, good fortune. Do you understand? Bhagya. This is good fortune. Do you understand? So, and this is done by the inspiration or prompting of Krishna. Do you understand? That I said. When such a devotee or aspirant soul becomes up and down and become very eager. Do you understand? Becomes very eager. How can I be freed from this bondage? Do you understand? How can I be freed from the clutches of Maya? Do you understand? I am now burning in this sansara davana. How this davana, the blazing fire, will be extinguished. Do you understand? Then he will cry in his heart. This is soul's cry. Do you understand? The soul's crying. Soul is there in the heart. It is not outward cry, inner cry. Then Krishna there in your heart as Paramatma knows it. Now Mr. God is crying for me. Do you understand? Then he makes arrangement. नामात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यो न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन जम वैश्य वृणीते तेन लभ्यस तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणीते तनुस्वां कठोपनिषद says. Do you understand? Huh? नामात्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यो न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन जम वैश्य वृणीते तेन लभ्यस तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणीते तनुस्वां. When someone cries in his heart, how can I know that Paramatma or Supreme Lord? How can I know him? How can I understand him? Do you understand? Becomes very eager and cries in his heart. The Paramatma Super Soul who is there in your heart becomes awakened. Do you understand? Becomes awakened. Now Mr. God is crying for me to understand me, to approach me. Do you understand? So he makes arrangement. It's Krishna's arrangement. This is Krishna's mercy, kripa. Do you understand? So he empowers one of his very intimate and dear devotee and sends him here. Do you understand? He is Guru. And that crying soul meets us Guru. That is Krishna's kripa. In other words, we say that Paramatma who is in the heart of the living entity assumes a body and appears. Do you understand? Is known as Chaitya Guru. Chaitya Guru who is in their heart. Unless you cry in your heart that Paramatma is the Chaitya Guru, he will never appear before you. He will never appear. Do you understand? This question of cry. He assumes a body and appears. Therefore we say it's bona fide representative. Do you understand? Bona fide representative of the Lord. It's Guru. He can say. When he comes, he showers his mercy and teaches you about this. Now, Sukadeva Goswami gives the teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam, and Parikshit Maharaj heard it and got that supreme, perfection. Do you understand? That is Sudha Bhakti, pure devotion. Here my Guru Maharaj says, the conclusion is that to get the assistance and help of a bona fide spiritual master means to receive the direct help of Lord himself. Krishna যদি কৃপা করেন কোন ভাগ্যবানে গুরু অন্তর্যামী রূপে শিখায় আপনে গুরু রূপে কৃষ্ণ কৃপা করেন ভক্ত জনে. How can you get the mercy of Krishna? Yes, Guru রূপে কৃষ্ণ কৃপা করেন ভক্ত জনে. Krishna is merciful, is ocean of mercy, kripa sindhu. But how he showers his mercy? In the form of Guru. Do you understand? In form of Guru. In the form of Guru, Krishna showers his mercy upon bhakta, upon the devotees. Guru রূপে কৃষ্ণ কৃপা করেন ভক্ত জনে. কৃষ্ণ যদি কৃপা করেন কোন ভাগ্যবানে গুরু অন্তর্যামী রূপে শিখায় আপনে. If Krishna showers his mercy to a fortunate soul, he appears before him as Guru and teaches him. Do you understand? Teaches him. So Sukadeva Goswami appears and now teaches this Srimad Bhagavatam. That is Guru. Guru's Kripa. Krishna Kripa. Do you understand? Krishna Kripa is received through Guru. You cannot receive Krishna's Kripa directly. Do you understand? And who is Guru? Who is Guru? Bona fide Guru.
Who is the bona fide guru? The bona fide guru is the devotee who has already taken shelter in the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Guru is someone who has received his knowledge through the Parambara system.
Tasmat gurum prapadyet jigyasu shreya uttamam sabde parecha nisnatam brahmanyu pashamasrayam. Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto says. Do you understand, Rohini Sutta Prabhu? 11th canto, 11:3:21 verse. You may see it. Tasmat gurum prapadyet jigyasu shreya uttamam sabde parecha nisnatam Brahmanyupashamaya Swayam. That means one who is very proficient in Sabda Brahma, in Vedic truth. Do you understand? Sabde Brahmi, Sabde Parichanisnatam. He knows Vedic conclusions in truth, in tattva. He is fixed. He is firmly fixed in Param Brahma. Do you understand? Firmly fixed in Param Brahma, Supreme Brahman. He has realized it. He is a realized soul. He is never disturbed at any circumstances, any material circumstances. He is never disturbed. He is sober, he is fixed. Dhiras tatra na muyati, as Bhagavad Gita says. Do you understand? He is never disturbed at all. He is fixed in Parabrahma. He knows this supreme truth. Do you understand? So, builder soul, conditioned soul, who cannot decide, who cannot think of what is to be done and what is not to be done. What is my duty? What shall I do and what shall I not do? Do you understand? He is builder, he is disturbed. Do you understand? Such a person, such a builder soul should accept the lotus feet of such a guru. Who is Sabde Brahmecha Nisnatam, Sabde Parecha Nisnatam, who is proficient in Sabda Brahma, in Parabrahma, in supreme truth, who knows the Vedic conclusions, who not only theoretically knows, he has realized it and is fixed in it. He is never disturbed at any sort of material disturbances. Do you understand? He is fixed, undisturbed. Such is Guru. Do you understand, Mr. God? Kripa Sindhu Susampurna Sarva Sattvopakaraka Nispruha Sarvata Siddha Sarva Vidya Visarada Sarva Sansaya Sanchetta Analaso Guru Rahuta. Do you understand? Balabhadra Prabhu. Srila Sanatana Goswami has quoted this verse in Haribhakti Vilasa. This is about Guru. Kripa Sindhu, his ocean of mercy, that Guru. Susampurna, he has gotten Krishna, who is completely full. Do you understand? Krishna is Purna Brahma, isn't it? Purna Brahma is completely full. And he has gotten him. So who has gotten Krishna Purna Brahma is completely full? He never feels any deficit. Who has gotten Purna Brahma, how can he feel deficit? Do you understand, Balabhadra Prabhu? That is Purna Brahma. By getting home, no one will feel any deficit. Otherwise, everybody feels deficit, isn't it? So he has gotten, that Guru has gotten Krishna, 100% Krishna. And he is, what do you say? Jasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvei gunis tatra samaste sura. All the godly qualities, all the transcendental qualities are there in his person. Do you understand? Sarva maha guna gana vaisnava sarire Krishna bhakte Krishner guna sagali sanchari. He is a pure devotee of Krishna. He is endowed with all the divine attributes, all the divine qualities. Do you understand? That is found in Krishna. Those are found in Krishna. That is that. He never feels any deficiency because he has gotten the supreme Brahma, completely full Param Brahma. He is always engaged in doing good to the suffering souls. Do you understand? And he knows all Vedic truth. He is proficient all Vedic knowledge. He is very expert in establishing Bhakti Siddhanta. Do you understand? Defeating the all bogus philosophies, Siddhantas, and establishing Bhakti Siddhanta. Do you understand? And he can dispel all sorts of doubts of the disciple. Do you understand? By quoting Shastra authority. He is Guru. He is Guru. He is always engaged. Every moment he is engaged in loving service of Krishna. He is Guru. Do you understand? That is the definition of Guru. Sanatana Goswami has quoted this verse in Hari Bhakti Vilas. Do you understand? Kiba Vipro, Kiba Nyasi, Sudra Kene Noy, Jai Krishna Tattvaveta, Sei Guru Hoy. Chaitanya Charitamrita. Mahaprabhu says, who is Guru? Kiba Vipro, Kiba Nyasi, Sudra Kene Noy, Jai Krishna Tattvaveta, Sei Guru. One who knows Krishna Tattva, he is Guru. He may be a Vipra, may be a Brahman, he may be a Sudra, or he may be a sannyasi, he may be grostha, he may be anything. But if he knows Krishna Tattva, he is Guru. He is Guru. Do you understand? That is Guru. Unless one cannot become Guru. Do you understand? Because he can instruct the confidential Tattva. And he has received it from his Acharya. Then Acharjavana Purusha Veda. Therefore it says, Acharjavana Purusha Veda. He has received this truth, this Tattva, confidential Tattva, Krishna Tattva. Do you understand? He is fixed in that Tattva. He received that Tattva from his Acharya, his Guru. Do you understand? That Acharya has received from his Acharya. This is called Srauta Paramparja. He comes in the bona fide disciplic successor. So in Gita, Krishna said, Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. So one who is very eager to know this tattva, supreme truth, do you understand? Knows this tattva, supreme truth, he must approach such a tattvadarshi guru who has seen tattva, who knows tattva. What is that tattva? Yes. Yes, yes. Adya Jnana Tattva Braja Brajendra Kumar. Adya Jnana Tattva Braja Brajendra Kumar. Brajendra Kumar, Krishna is absolute truth. Who knows him? Who sees him? Do you understand? He is Tattvadarshi Guru. Tad Vijnanartham sa Gurunge Bhavi Gatset Samit Pani Sotriam Brahmanishtam Upanishad says. Who is very eager to know this Vijnana, this science. Do you understand? The science, the spiritual science, Paramatma Tattva. He must approach such a Guru who knows this Tattva, who has seen the Tattva. Approach him. Pranipata, Pariprasna, Seva. This is the process. Gita said, first you should completely surrender. Sishyateham sadhimam tam prapannam. I become your Sishya. I completely surrender unto you. Please accept me as your disciple and instruct me this Tattva Gyan. Impart me this Tattva Gyan. Sadhiman. Prapannam. I completely surrender. This is question first. Then Pariprasna and Seva. One must render service unto Guru, satisfy him, please him. Then humbly inquire about Tattva, Tattva Jigyasa. Put questions on Tattva, humbly. Then out of mercy, that Tattvadarshi Guru will impart Tattva Gyan. By his mercy, this Gyan will be received. This is the process. Then all your doubts will be dispelled. The ignorance, darkness, Jnana Andhakar will be dispelled. And Jnana Loka, that is Jnana Loka, torch. wisdom, knowledge, the lamp of wisdom will be enkindled. Do you understand? Enkindled. As the darkness of ignorance will be completely dispelled. Do you understand? Then you can have that vision. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana salakaya chakhyurmilitam jena tasmai sri guruve namah. Isn't it? What do you say in English? Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana salakaya chakhyurmilitam jena tasmai sri guruve namah. What do you say in English? Yes, I was born in darkness. So my spiritual master opened my eye. Eye of knowledge. Do you understand? Through which I can now see that absolute truth, Krishna. Do you understand? That is. And kindles the lamp of knowledge and dispels the darkness of ignorance. Do you understand? Chakhyudana dilajai janme janme prabhushai. He is my master, life after life. One who has given me this eye, opened my eye. Do you understand? He is my master, life after life. Do you understand? That is what, and that is needed. And such a guru appears, comes or appears by the prompting of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Otherwise, nobody can have it. Do you understand? And that Sukadeva Goswami says. This is our tattva. Thank you. Yes?
You say that we must hear from the right source.
Yeah. Yes.
Someone like a Christian who's here, you might have the Bible, and say, well, this is the right source. Many people in the world, they cannot even think of any other source except the Bible. So what would you say to a person?
Yes. What is the right source? That all Mahajans, Acharyas have accepted it. Previous Acharyas have accepted it. Do you understand? As you say, who is your father? Do you understand? So authority is the mother. Mother is the only authority to speak about the father. Nobody can say. What mother says, that is to be accepted. Because she is the bona fide authority. Similarly, who is Supreme Father is Krishna. Who says? Ved Mata. Do you understand? Ved Mata. Veda is mother. Veda is mother. Ved says about it. So Ved Mata is supreme authority. What Ved says. Do you understand? That is Vedic truth. Vedic proof is the spotless proof. Amar Praman. Do you understand? We have so many proofs. And Bhagavatam speaks of 4 types of proofs. Pratakya, Itya, Anumana. Pratakya, Itya, Anumana, 3 types of proofs. And Vedic proof, Ved Praman, Shruti Praman is the chief proof. Do you understand? What Veda says. And those who know Veda, do you understand? Those who know Veda, Veda comes from Supreme Lord Krishna. Do you understand? So this is our Guru Parampara, disciplic succession that comes from Krishna. The Veda comes from Krishna. Do you understand? And those who are bona fide representatives, gurus, acharyas, they come in this disciplic succession that begins from Krishna. Do you understand? If someone say this Bible or Christian authority, if they can prove that they come under this bona fide disciplic succession that comes from Krishna, then we'll accept it. Otherwise, we won't accept it. This is bona fide true. Do you understand? And this is our all pramanas, proof of Shastra and Sadhu, Shastra, Guru.
Yes, we were saying Blake, who did spiritual master,
Yes.
unfortunately, as I see it in our movement, we see circumstances that have happened with Paul and Guru, and lack of knowledge, Buddha's not preaching, they've sheltered, doing by spiritual master. So the Buddha is becoming more and more complacent in that, even though they're wanting the proper connection. So how are they going to develop this trying?
If they cannot feel they are burning, so they cannot cry. Huh? Do you understand? As I was saying that day, big boil was there. Do you understand? And a buttock. So much pain it's giving you. Huh? But someone comes and says, oh, what is there? Buttock. Oh, it's a great banyan tree. It gives me cool shade. Then how will be helped? He's not crying. Do you understand? Yes, it's soul's crying. As I say, when fire will catch your head, what will you do? Will you sit silently? You'll cry, water, water, run hither and thither. Where is water? Where is water? Where is water? Similarly. Huh? When you will burn, when you will burning in this sansara davanala, how can you sit silently? Huh? Where is water? Where is water? You'll cry and shout and run. How this first fire will be extinguished? Sansara davana will be extinguished. Where is that water? It's such a crying. Then Krishna, there in her heart, becomes awakened. Now he's crying to approach me, get me. So he makes arrangement. He will spare one of his most intimate, dear devotees and empower him and send him here. That's Krishna's arrangement. You will meet as Sukadeva Goswami meets, as Dhruva met Narada Muni. So many instances.
So some devotees who had gurus who have left Krishna consciousness, and some of the arguments will, like this devotee seems to be doing well, but maybe believers in temples and doing big preaching. How can we pull out? How can we feel the fire that they're feeling they're making advancement?
If they are not crying, how can have they gotten? Unless you cry, you cannot get. You cannot get the mercy of Krishna. Huh? Huh? It's only saying a great banyan tree is there, it's giving me shade. It's like that. Big boil. But it says a great banyan tree is giving me shade. It's all right with me. It's like that.
Some of them, they seem to be doing well spiritually. And they say,
Who's seeing? Have you eyes to see? Or apparently or outwardly, one has put on very nice shoes, boot, very boot, glazing. But where the shoe pinches inside, he knows where the shoe pinches. Do you understand where the shoe pinches? You cannot know, or nobody can know. He knows where the shoe pinches, but he is not expressing. As you say, oh, big banyan tree has raised his head here, gives me very cool shade. It's like that. This won't help you, Baba. Yes. Yes. That I say. They are so careless. So careless. One who knows or feels, yes, really I am in trouble. Really I am in trouble. Really I am in burning condition. He is fortunate. He must inquire. He must run. He must search for it. And he says, no, I have gotten, I have everything, I am happy, he is in fool's paradise. Fool's paradise. Do you understand? Yes. It's fool's paradise. Mahaprabhu came. Do you understand? He taught you. He came as bhakta. He taught you. How he taught? He cried. He cried. He's always crying. Rorutyamana. Crying for Krishna. Do you understand? He has taught that thing. Hari Hari bolite nayanu bahe nira. Chanting, uttering name of Hari sheds tear. Isn't it? Uttering the names of Hari, he is shedding tear, Mahaprabhu. Isn't it? Gauranga bolite hobe pulaka sarira. Why? Kena? Hari Hari bolite nayanu bahe nira. Uttering names of Hari sheds tear. Isn't it? He teaches you how to cry for Krishna. If you cry for Krishna, you will get Krishna. Otherwise you can't get. And now I have gotten. You nonsense. What you have gotten? Counterfeit coin. You have gotten counterfeit coin, not real coin. Counterfeit. Do you understand? Such foolishness is thus going on. There's no can't help you. Unless you cry, you can. Those who have cried, they have gotten. Dhruva cried, he got. Villamangala cried, he got. And Mahaprabhu has come and teaching you that to cry for it. And Krishna says, Gayanti mama namani rudanti mama sannidhau te sangham parikrito nannakito janardana. In Adi Purana says, chanting my name who cries before me, he purchases me. He purchases me. Do you understand? That is the price you have to pay to purchase Krishna. Cry from your heart. The soul's crying. Do you understand? Chanting Hare Krishna means soul's crying. That Mahaprabhu has taught. Thank you.